Hi everyone, it's Isis. Welcome back to the channel. This is Little Ways the Toxic Family Tortures a Scapegoat Over the Holidays, Part 2. Apparently, this topic is not discussed enough on the internet because I cannot believe how many comments and views that video got. It was like all these people were starving for some sort of outlet to discuss this because I guess it's not discussed enough. So let's get back into this. I'm going to read through some of the comments on the last video and give you guys my feedback and offer any help or assistance. And please, by all means, give each other advice in the comments. So before we get into that, I just wanted to say that family estrangement is an absolute blessing. A lot of times in our society, it's looked so down upon, but for those of us who escape toxic families, we know it's a blessing. It's the 20th as I'm recording this. You absolutely do not have to go to your toxic family's house for Christmas. You do not. You do not have to go. You are a grown adult. You can make your own decisions. So I already put together a video about if you're choosing to not be with your family this Christmas, how to deal with family estrangement during the holidays. You can click and check that video out if that will help you. Also, family estrangement being a blessing is a huge theme in my novel, which is coming out next month. Please go to my author website and sign up for the book's mailing list. It's not the point of the book, it's a young adult romance, but it's a main subplot. And any support you can give me regarding signing up for the mailing list, pre-ordering the novel when the pre-order is available, and then actually ordering it next month on the 30th. I would be so eternally grateful. Thank you. All right, let's get into this. We drove all night to see my mom, a 9-hour trip. At 1 hour out, my mom informed us to wait at the rest stop for an hour or so because the Golden Boy's oldest son had his girlfriend there and she was from California and so special. And we just could not disturb her beauty sleep. I'm sure you can make a guess as to what our reply was. And I wrote back, I hope it was F you. That is ridiculous. Oh my God. In the last video, I talked about how when you are a child of the scapegoat or married to the scapegoat or any extended relative that connects you to this toxic family through the scapegoat will be treated like dirt and considered less than the golden child and their family. This is unbelievable. Her girlfriend needs her beauty sleep. Beauty sleep. So this is not like, oh my God, she has to rest because she's sick. Beauty sleep. So you and your children or whoever, your spouse, whoever in your car, I don't know if you had kids with you, but if you did, oh my God, a 9-hour car trip, your kids are probably starving. They have to go to the bathroom. The fact that your mom would ask this of you, yeah, this is totally toxic behavior. I hope you stopped going. I would recommend after this bullshit to never ever go back. That is effing ridiculous that your mom would ask that of you. A whole toxic family, in my opinion, should go get their beauty sleep together from 6 feet under. Bye. This is so relatable. My mom was the scapegoat. One thing that you kind of hinted at is that the family of the scapegoat also gets the scapegoat treatment. Yes, me and my siblings used to get seated at the small table away from all the other children during the holiday dinners. We always felt othered during these events. Yeah. These little toxic ways that they find a way to constantly put you in your place. Now, if it's just a situation where it's a big family and there's a lot of people to seat, what they would do if it was not a toxic family is at Thanksgiving, you sit at this table, but then at Christmas, your family's at the good table. Or next year, you switch it up again. In a toxic family, the scapegoated children and their children will always be pushed aside and treated like dirt. I once cooked an entire Christmas dinner for my family when I was visiting for the holidays. Then they tried to make me do all the dishes because that was my job when I lived at home. They also called me lazy for not doing it. Also, I had to use a beanbag as a pillow, LOL. Oh my God. Yeah, in the last video I talked about maybe one thing that they'll do is they'll give you the crappy pillow and give the golden child the good pillow. That was something I mentioned. So yeah, it's weird that exact specific incident happened. All right, regarding this, I just cooked Thanksgiving And afterwards, everyone who was under the age of 80 got up and helped. They got up and helped pick up the dishes. They got up and helped when it was time before that to set the table. In a non-toxic environment, everyone helps. The fact that you would cooking a feast for a whole family is like hours of work. It can be days of work sometimes if you're like baking the desserts the day before. Oh my God, yeah, I've done it several times. It's like almost like running a restaurant. So the fact that they would expect you, after doing all this, to also be the one to clean everything up, oh my God, they're treating you like a slave. They're literally treating you like a slave. I would have taken all the dishes and just thrown them on the floor. Break one after another. Dishes are done, man. Bye. This one was the hardest to read. Talking about my accomplishments is not even possible. My sister will talk a lot about her job and studies, but if I would even say something about me, about the novel I wrote, they would instantly change the topic as if it was something shameful. I always feel absolutely worthless around them, and I can't leave because I am disabled and I have to live with our toxic parents. Oh my God. Okay, first point, writer to writer, I know what an accomplishment it is to get a book published. Even if it's self-published, it's still an accomplishment. You are still a writer. Don't let anyone diminish that. Like the time and energy and attention it takes to write a book, no matter what, fiction, nonfiction, whatever. It is a huge accomplishment that you just did that. So don't let anyone ever make you feel like that is not something you should feel proud of, because it is something you should feel proud of. I still live at my parents' house at 30 because I am disabled, and in every conflict with my two sisters, I'm the bad one. This year, I'm planning to just stay in my room, but I feel so lonely and worthless. Oh my God, knowing the four of them are having a good time, having successfully alienated me, I dread this time. Crying emoji. Okay, Janice, I don't know what your disability is, and I'm not going to make light of it because I have a sleep disorder. It runs a lot of my life. It controls a lot of my life. It's controlled jobs I could have, jobs I couldn't have, and I've kind of had to learn to work around it. So I do not know what your disability is, and I'm not going to tell you that your challenges are something that can be easily overcome. I'm not going to say that, but I am going to say this. Whatever your disability is, your toxic family will make it 10 times worse by telling you how incapable you are because of your disability. Your family, they will make it worse. If Cindy Crawford was in your family, they would have looked at her mole and told her, you could never be a model. Don't even bother trying. That thing on your face makes you so ugly. If Taylor Swift was in your family, they would tell her that her curly hair looked so frizzy and ugly, no one would want to watch her on stage. If anybody in the Invictus Games or the Special Olympics who's already won a medal was born into your family, they would have told this Special Olympic athlete or Invictus champion, don't even bother trying. You are so injured and so damaged, you will never accomplish anything. That's what your family would have said to all these other people if they could have. If all these other people had been the scapegoat in your family. So whatever your disability is, I assure you that your family is making you feel 10 times worse about it than you should. I don't know if this is 100% true, that you have to live with your parents for the rest of your life, but if I were you, this is what I would do. I would say, God, this situation is so much bigger than me. I need a way out of this situation. I need a living situation where I can function with my disability and be independent, or be supported by other people who actually offer me support, not my toxic family. So when there's a will, there's a way. So all I'm saying is plant a little seed in your head that maybe there's a way out of this living arrangement for you, and just see what happens. So yeah, I'm gonna ask everybody watching to send Janice some positive thoughts and healing and thoughts of encouragement, because this is horrible. I'm so sorry that you're living in this situation with your toxic family. So yeah, wishing you healing and encouragement. I really hope your book makes it onto the New York Times bestseller list and you make so much money you can afford to live anywhere you want, any way you need to. So for all of you who are not still living with your toxic families, I'm just going to leave you with these last words. You do not need to go and be with your toxic family this Christmas, this New Year's. You do not need to go. Watch that video on surviving family estrangement during the holidays if you need help getting through Christmas Day without having your brain inundate you with these negative thoughts about how, oh my God, I'm alone, I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life. I already shot a video about how to handle all those negative thoughts and feelings if you choose not to spend it with your family. That it is possible to leave a toxic family and build a newfound family for yourself. Merry Christmas to all, even those of us who are dealing with family estrangement and toxic families. Good luck. Leave it in the comments if you are fed up and you're not going to go this year. If you chose to stay home this year and not deal with the crap and how it went. I want to know. All right. Happy holidays, everyone.